We're here because free speech is under attack. We're here because people are being convinced that socialism works. We're here because people are being judged guilty until proven innocent. We are fighting back with facts. This is not a safe zone, so buckle up, Buttercup. This is the raw, naked truth.
The Middle East continues to heat up, labor strikes ahead, and more. Welcome to the Raw Naked Truth. I'm your host, Eric Lopkin, and here's the news you need to know. Israel and Hezbollah traded strikes as the possibility of a wider war increases. The Israeli military carried out dozens of airstrikes against the Lebanese militant group Hezbollah on Thursday, one of the most intense waves of bombardment this year. Friday morning, Hezbollah launched 140 missiles into northern Israel in 3 strikes. The damage from that is not immediately known. Shortly after, 37 people in Lebanon were killed and thousands of others injured by exploding pagers and walkie-talkies in attacks attributed to Israel. Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah vowed retribution and said the aggression amounted to a declaration of war. While Nasrallah spoke, 2 sonic booms echoed across Beirut in an apparent show of force by Israel. Nasrallah said that Hezbollah, which has repeatedly fired rockets into northern Israel in support of Hamas, will continue attacking until the war in Gaza ends. Experts are worried that the escalating exchanges of rockets and gunfire between Israel and Hezbollah could pull in their respective allies, the U.S. and Iran. U.S. officials are conceding that they don't expect an Israel-Hamas ceasefire before the end of President Biden's term. Meanwhile, Lebanon's Hezbollah militant group is trying to determine whether any of its communications networks are safe and looking for possible moles after a week of blows inflicted by Israel. Israeli authorities indicted a Jewish Israeli man for being recruited by Iran to pursue an assassination plot against Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and other top officials. Modi Maman, age 73, told authorities he had a lapse in judgment and is now cooperating with law enforcement. Israeli police arrested Maman in August, saying he had twice visited Iran to meet with intelligence officials who gave him various tasks to conduct in Israel. During his latest trip to Iran in August, Israeli authorities say Iranian intelligence proposed assassination plots against Netanyahu, Defense Minister Yoav Gallant, and Shin Bet head Ronan Bar. Authorities say Maman demanded a $1 million advance payment in exchange for his participation, but Iran paid him only 5,000 euros. Senator Josh Hawley on Wednesday sent a letter to acting U.S. Secret Service Director Ronald Rowe, asking him about whistleblower allegations pertaining to the second assassination attempt against former President Trump in West Palm Beach, Florida on Sunday. A whistleblower with direct knowledge of Secret Service protection at former President Trump's golf course in West Palm Beach, an individual who has, in fact, protected President Trump at that very location, alleged to Hawley's office earlier this week that there are known vulnerabilities in the fence line surrounding the course, including places that offer a clear line of sight to the former president and others playing the course. As a result, the whistleblower alleges it has been Secret Service protocol to post up agents at these vulnerable spots when Trump visits the course. That apparently did not happen on September 15th, Hawley wrote in a letter to Rowe. Instead, the gunman was permitted to remain along or near the fence line for some 12 hours. Hawley told reporters on Thursday that the whistleblower said it has been standard Secret Service protocol that there are known vulnerabilities at that course. The Port of New York, New Jersey executives told CNBC that they have begun preparations for a potential complete work stoppage by the International Longshoremen's Association, the largest union in North America. The ILA represents over 85,000 longshoremen, and a strike would shut down 5 of the 10 busiest ports in North America, and a total of 36 ports along the East and Gulf coasts on October 1st. Between 43% and 49% of all U.S. imports and billions of dollars in trade monthly are at stake as the union moves closer to the October 1st deadline for a new contract. Cruise operators would continue. Talks with port ownership broke down over the summer, and it remains unclear how much progress, if any, is being made. The ILA rank and file recently voted unanimously to authorize a strike, and the group, which represents port management, the United States Maritime Alliance, recently stated that it believes the union has already made the decision to strike. Meanwhile, the United Auto Workers Union is threatening another strike at Ford and Stellantis. A year after the UAW went on strike against Ford, Stellantis, and GM over stagnant wages, the union warned 2 of those automakers that it could stop work again over local contracts. The UAW announced a strike deadline of September 25th at a Ford plant near Detroit and said it plans to hold strike authorization votes at some local unions that cover U.S. Stellantis plants. The group did not announce any plans to strike against General Motors. Last year's strikes, which won UAW members record wage increases, cost the big 3 automakers billions in lost labor. That's the Raw Naked Truth. You can catch every episode of The Raw Naked Truth at xvadio.com, the Apple Podcasts app, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Audible, Amazon Music, and other platforms that respect freedom of speech. We'll see you next time.